you and Eroll had a lot of, and everybody saw it back and forth on social media. And I was reading one of them, and one of them I saw Errol Spence said, "Hey, look, if that's the case, show the contract." At any point, were you tempted, or did you want to just get on and say, "Well, here it is. This is what they offered me."
Of course, you can't just come out here and put a contract out in the public. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get a lawsuit? Come on, man. We're not stupid. Like, I don't know why fans and people that don't know business think that you can just blatantly come out and put contracts out in the media, which, you know, you know, you can't do things like that.
I think from on the
If
surface
that's the
terms,
case,
people.
if that's the case, tell Arrow if he was in on the negotiation, tell him to put it out. Tell him to put the contract out, and then there you go.
That is Terrence Bud Crawford catching Errol Spence in another cap. And just like he said, Errol Spence goes on to talk about if Terrence Crawford want to prove something to show a contract. And Terrence Crawford just revealed to you that, unless you want a lawsuit, that's not how stuff works. So why would Errol Spence ask him to do something that he know that he could not do? To add on top of that, if you really wanted to expose the man, you have a copy of the contract just like he has a copy of the contract. You don't have to wait on him to prove or show anything. Errol Spence could have took the initiative and showed it himself, and that would have shut up and cut a whole bunch of corners just right there. But instead, he asked for the man that he's challenging or that's saying that things ain't like they are to show the contract when obviously it's a contract that's being sent over to Terrence Bud Crawford because Errol Spence is the A side. So if anybody should have the ability or want to show the contract, it should be Errol Spence, because by him simply doing that, it would vindicate all the stuff that he's been saying. But instead, he asks Terrence Bud Crawford to do something as far as legal terms he cannot do. Just like catching Errol Spence saying that he was his own promoter. We found out that that wasn't true. Just like Errol Spence said that he was going to fight Terrence Bud Crawford right after he get a belt. We found out that that wasn't true. And just like when Errol Spence said for Terrence Bud Crawford to sign the contract, and Floyd Mayweather came out and said there was no contracts out there to be signed. I mean, wow. How many more instances do you need to catch this guy, Errol Spence, to figure out who's really doing what, who's really holding up what, and who really wants to fight and who really doesn't want to fight? It's very simple at the end of the day. It's really not hard to figure out. That's why when you get these overzealous boxing fans, they're just playing dumb. And they're mad because truthfully, they don't have a rock to hide behind. Because they see all this stuff with Errol Spence. They see his substance abuse. They know he was out here lying. They know he was out here ducking and dodging. They seen him walk out of the arena at Terrence Bud Crawford fight. They know about them offering Canelo $50 million to fight Errol Spence. They know about Errol Spence claiming that he wanted undisputed, but yet when it's one belt left, he's talking about the weight is too hard and I'm finna go up. But once again, just to show you another contradiction of what he's talking about, he tell you that the weight is too hard. He's been at this weight the entire time, and he's talking about moving up, but yet at the same time spinning the block. How are you going to spin the block when you're talking about going up to 140? That's not spinning the block, nor is that pursuing or trying to achieve a undisputed, especially with one belt left. You don't get this close just to walk away. If this was really about what you said it was about in the first place, if it really was strap season, you know? And you could do examples like this over and over and over again with Errol Spence. This is why I know it doesn't matter what evidence that you present against who's doing what in this negotiation between Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. His fans just simply don't care. They want to keep up the funk. They want to keep up the lie. And they caught in their feelings, and that they're in the wrong, and they know that people are speaking right when they hear about the situation, because what other fan base is going around threatening people? Yeah, I heard about that. Y'all going around here wanting to fight people behind Errol Spence. It doesn't make no sense. Errol Spence is a grown man. Once again, millionaire, a grown man millionaire, who you guys want to physically put yourself in harm's way and then physically try to inflict harm on somebody else based off of how you feel about a boxing match being made or not being made. See, this is exactly why Al Heyman don't got no faith in Errol Spence fan base, because this hardcore dedication that y'all claim that y'all have, it doesn't transfer all the way over into residuals. It doesn't really go in the money pocket. You guys really don't go that far with it. You guys are down for the bickering. You guys are down for the fighting. You guys are down for the threatening. You guys are down for talking shit. You guys for doing everything when it comes to the internet and running around boasting and talking crap. But when it comes down to actually getting the fight made, in which you guys are supposedly acting up for, you guys show no interest. You want him to fight somebody else. And most importantly than that, you guys is a fire stick crew. And that's according to your leader, Mr. King Firestick himself, a man who has money, but still chooses to get free fights, but yet would be upset or would want to sell something pay-per-view to you, but himself, he doesn't buy it, and he actually has the money to buy it. Once again, none of this stuff makes sense, but that's just my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.